So I'm really curious if there will be like, as people our age who make like way too much music these days. Like there's so much music coming out, it's ridiculous.
You
like
think you think that's a net negative?
I don't know. I'd actually love to hear your
I
thoughts
don't know
on that.
either. I think that
like, do you think that overall the quality? Because I think that there's just like so much availability to it.
Yeah. I think with how popular hip hop is these days, you can make hip hop that sounds like the stuff that's like chart topping with if you have $3,000.
Yeah, that's fair.
SM7B, MacBook, 2-channel interface, done. Like that. Yeah. That's all you need to make that music that good, and someone who's really good and creative. But I think that for a long time, as in a long time, ages 15 to 17 or 15 to 18, I like worked from this like I can never freaking be successful in music. There's so many people. I just worked from a constant like fear of oversaturation mindset. And I still do have fear of oversaturation. There's just so many bands. Someone shows me a new band and I'm like, gosh, do they have a discography 3 albums deep and have done a full US? And it's like, how is there so many people doing that?
Yeah.
And it can be discouraging of like, why would a band that I'm ever in be able to do something like that? But then kind of looking at it at a glass half full perspective, like, wow, all these people are making a living. And there's so many touring bands, and they all have dedicated fans.
Yeah.
And in my major, there's this like philosophy that you need 1,000 dedicated fans to make a true living in music, and that feels not true at all. But a dedicated true fan is someone who's like gonna intake and buy everything that you put out, any piece of merch, any piece of music, any show you have, if they're in your city. That's a true fan. And if you have 1,000 of those, you can make a living. In that perspective, it's like, okay, well, I can make that happen for sure. Because like, you think about Zion.
Oops.
Cool. You think
I almost got into a car accident by my house.
You think about Zion, we probably have between 80 and 200 true dedicated fans. That would be my guess.
Probably, yeah.
Anything over 200, I think, is probably not true. That's like wishful thinking. So like
when you say make a living, that means Zion will make a living if with 1,000 fans, or all of y'all would.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's like very broad, like artist. So I guess it's getting specifics of like a band could be paid. I don't know, but probably I would say yes, which is interesting.
If your true fan spends $100 a year on you, that's $100,000.
Yeah, tickets, merch, and whatever else. Yeah, it's
which is
very
not
possible.
really enough to have five people live on, but like it's a start, and odds are they might spend more than that.
Yeah, it's an interesting, like, you can definitely be like, frick, this will never happen, and be really negative about it, and you can be really positive about it and be like, I could do this because this person is doing it, and I think I've worked from different mindsets, different days.
Yeah.
So I found in a lot of my studying of business a similar thing. And I'm developing a theory that a lot of our problems in culture right now are due to the significant increase in population over a short period of time. So part of what's been crazy is the internet has come around in our generation, which has made everyone have access to everything and each other all over the world. So now we can kind of see how gigantic the world is, and also how many it's a good thing because it's given a lot of people access to be able to do things like make music and put it out and make a living off of it. So that's part of why you see so much of it, and it feels like oversaturation. But also, with comparison to how big the population is, it's not really oversaturated. Yeah. And like, we all listen to so many different bands. So like, adding one more to the queue doesn't feel like, as a consumer, doesn't feel like that much. You know? It's like, we just found Berlioz, however you pronounce it. Berlioz. Yeah. And it's like, I really like him. So when I'm in the mood for that, I listen to it on Wednesday. And like, he gets the streams, and if he came through Birmingham, I'd probably go see him play. Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. Like it is like very, very cool that any given night at Saturn you could go through and see someone who's a expert at what they do. Like that's like incredible. And also that like it's not like you're driving like radio station to radio station with your record being like, could you play this?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people definitely like fantasize that era or romanticize that era of music. That's sick that it was like all physical, and like I definitely think that would have been a cool era of like the music industry to live in. But also like I can email a venue and be like, here's this and this and this about us. Here's who we know in your city who we want to open. Like, what do you have available? And like then we go play music in front of people.
Business people do the same thing where they romanticize that like there was so much more opportunity when the internet wasn't around, and now everyone's oversaturated with ads and stuff.
Yeah, which ads, yeah, advertising is like the worst part about America.
Yeah, I don't ever actually want to have real ads on here if we can help it, because dude, freaking I get so tired of ads everywhere all of the time. But anyways, there's still so much opportunity, and more opportunity now than there ever has been. Like the cost to, like you were saying, cost to make music is basically negligible now.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could go buy the gear yourself for $3,000, but also like you probably know someone who has the stuff.
Yeah. Also, music that's very like there's a lot of music that's really popular that is not that hard to. I mean, artistically, creatively, very very like need someone who's good, but like gear wise is not that hard.
Very difficult to
and
make.
It's like there's just songs that get popular on TikTok and stuff now that are made by like a 13-year-old, and like there's this there's this meme that's like, while you tweak that synth pad, like there's a kid that just made a beat that like Kendrick Lamar is using.
Yeah,
like it's just nothing is that deep, I think, when it sometimes when it comes to music.